Okay, so we're back with our 3D model of our Bushey Heath job, and we're going to discuss the oval skylights in a bit more detail. So this model here, these were drawn to scale, as with everything. The size is to scale, but the distance between the sandwich layers as they were finished up on site isn't accurate, but for the purpose of this video, that's not important. As I said previously, I had these manufactured by a CNC company, the different size sheets, so that this opening was perfect. We needed to set some recessed LED in here. So the first reason for those layers was to create a void where the LED could sit. So in the second layer here, I could put a back set 50mm back all the way around, which closed that off and created a cavity. The light was made up with two inner skins. So the first skin started at the bottom and stopped about 50mm below this layer, and that created a shadow gap, a 50mm shadow gap. So it was a box 50mm by 50mm, and the LED was hidden in this lower section. So that's the light illuminated out, and that was that feature. And then the second layer started at the bottom here and ran all the way up to the top of the glass. The second reason for the layer was that I could put insulation in between these sandwich layers so that we wouldn't get cold bridging on the roof. You need a continuous layer of insulation on the roof to make sure you don't get cold bridging. Cold bridging would have meant there was going to be condensation and damp and lots of cracks inside the reveal of the skylight when it was finished. So I'm just trying to move this here. And so you'll see, as I said, it's to scale, and it's actually designed to drop within the joists. Every time I design stuff, I try to set it out to standard construction spacings and sizings. So I wanted the skylights to sit within the joist at standard 400 center, which meant that the framing around the skylight could stay uniform, so that when we plasterboarded the ceiling and closed it off, everything stayed within normal construction materials, so there weren't all kinds of awkward cuts and lots of additional work. The step detail also meant that the skylight sat on top of the joist, so there would have been a double joist here and a double joist here, a double joist at the two sides on hangers, and this would have been trimmed out. So that way it was relatively straightforward to fit them in. If I drop in, I'll try and get the ceiling section. So you'll see, if I get rid of that. So the whole purpose here, if I bring it just a bit, there we go. So you'll see with the insulation, it needed to continue through. So this first layer was set at this height. So there was a full layer of insulation here, and then there was another sheet of insulation sandwiched in above. And you can get angled insulation sheets designed to create a fall for roofs as well. So then we had another layer on top, which was angled, and that gave the angle on top of the glass so that the water ran off nicely, and it gave us enough of an upstand here so that we could make the windows watertight and seal and flash all around those. So that was the detail of the oval skylights, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.